It's time for Cup of Red, so let's fill your cup with rad pop culture vibes. And now your over-caffeinated hosts, Mike and Katie. Hey kids, guess what? It's another spine-tingling episode of Cup of Rad. I'm your host, Mike, with my beautiful, sensationally great wife and best friend.
Oh, wow, he's really trying to pump me up. Hi, I'm Katie. How are you?
Oh, yeah, well, that's always a good thing.
Happy wife equals happy life?
Yeah.
Sure.
Happy collector den.
Yes, that's more importantly. happy toy collecting.
Right. No, you know what? You give me a lot of props on here, and I feel like it needs to be said more because I do it a little bit more on social media and all that. And I did it with that Jonathan Bell interview.
Yes.
You're behind the scenes.
I am.
In a lot of cases.
I'm slaving away at the editing. I'm just joking. It's not slaving away. It's fun.
I do a lot more of the social media stuff, so a lot more people talk directly to me.
Yeah.
And they know it. They can tell. They can tell by how I write. Because most often it's always like...
I get so excited when I post something on social media. I'm like, look what I did, Mike. I'm like, because he is much better at... So, I mean, I have my own social media pages, but I'm like, he's so much faster at it and so much more like... And I'm over here just taking forever. So I get like super excited when I do something for it. So you're better on that end, and I'm good at I'm gonna figure out this software and I'm gonna do all the editing and I'm gonna do this. So I could be like that.
Yeah, so everyone's got to give her a big shout out to say thank you for making us all sound beautiful and fantastic.
Well, thank you. Because
that's what it is. She is the rock to the cup of rad. She's the cup. I'm just the cream, right?
I'm just the rad. Well then. Nice.
Well, I own that name, so...
Yes.
It was given to me by birth.
Right? So how are you tonight, Mike?
I'm doing pretty good right now.
What's in your cup of rad?
We're actually having beer tonight.
We have really awesome cups of rad. Mine is a Harry Potter Hogwarts glass, which is really sweet, from the Wizarding World of Universal Studios.
Yes, that's coveted because when we went back mere months later... They did not carry that glass anymore.
Yeah, we were going to get another one, and it was gone. And we're like, okay, so it's a one and done.
Yeah, we got it in November and went back in December.
It was 2 weeks later, and it was gone. It was literally in 2 weeks.
And then when we went back in summer, it was gone. They didn't even have it.
Yeah, nothing at all.
So it's coveted. So we have to really watch that one. When people touch it, I'm like, no, what are you doing? That's our glass. You get one of these ones.
Nice.
Don't reach from that shelf.
And then you have a Anaheim Ducks diehard fan.
Podcast listeners are going to find out that we are Ducks fans. Quack, 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 quack.
We're slightly jaded
Ducks
fans now, but we are still Ducks fans. Mm-hmm. We when we lived down in Nevada there, we went to a number of games at Honda Center Anaheim, which was really awesome. I miss them. And then being up here... We've been able to go to a couple Ducks Vancouver Canucks games, which has been fun, and let's just hope that next season is better.
Gotta love that hockey. The Canadian truce. It's ingrained in us right from blood.
Right?
We bleed, sweat, and cry hockey.
Nice.
But in that cup happens to be Old Yale Brewing Company's Vanishing Monk Winter beer.
Yeah, I guess so. It's like a wheat beer idea.
Yeah.
It's really good. We just picked that up. It's definitely our favorite brewery for sure.
Yes, it is our brewery.
It is all we drink now.
If you hear us, Old Yale, throw us a growler once in a while and we'll drink it on air.
We actually went into their tasting room the other day here and hung out, which was really fun. We were able to take Kiddo as well. He was able to have his little Phillips soda, I think it was, and hang out on the little indoor Adirondack chairs. And
so we were able to grab a pint and sit back and have a beer.
Yes, and we talked like that while we were doing it.
That's what we do. We talk like that.
And we had an awesome painted mountain scene. It felt like we were on a patio. It was actually really fun.
You may have seen it. I did post it on our Instagram page there.
Oh, there you go.
It was on our story. It was all the Happy Friday because I took a bit of a mini break from Cup of Rad posting photos. I did some stuff on the story. Very minuscule though. Only when I was really excited about something. So that was kind of, it was a Happy Friday. I wanted it to be a little bit more focused.
Yeah, see us.
I see you.
I know.
I see you right now.
Ah.
The beer's kicking in.
Oh, yeah, we're only like 3 sips in and we're doing good.
Hey, how you doing? you looking? Hey,
Yeah,
maybe
he
we
never-
need to just pause this.
You know what's awesome is even when I know that he is totally drunk, he never sounds like that.
I don't think anyone actually sounds
Ever.
like that.
Oh, I'm sure they do, but no, you don't ever.
But yeah, no.
You know,
I
the
get
drunkest
reserved.
Mike has
I get
ever
reserved.
been, the best that I have ever seen him, and the happiest drunk where
The
he was
best. What does that mean?
The most blacked out and the most excited, happy drunk was at a Mardi Gras birthday party we had, and he doesn't remember his giant dance party that he had
By myself.
by himself. He was just rocking out to the Mardi Gras like jazz that we had
No,
playing.
it was the video
And-
you had was when the Saints come home.
Yeah, and it was the best video ever. That was a great birthday party,
No, it
full
wasn't.
of lots of rum,
It was.
and it was
not.
ended horribly,
Horribly,
but it was hilarious at the same time. I mean, every time those memories show up on Facebook and whatnot, I'm like, Mike, yes, you remember this, and I show my family and everything because we were all involved, and it was just amazing.
Well, that's when I could drink more. Now I can't drink as much.
That is true.
Because after hitting my head, it gets me too foggy.
That is true. Yes.
So I usually stop at 2.
Yeah, that's about
3.
it,
If I
right?
hit 3, then I've had an interesting
You know what?
day.
It's kind of fun too because I can tell really the difference. I kind of like the slightly there, and having it go too far from that, it's just it loses its fun. I kind of like our stories more where we can just enjoy it rather than like, holy moly, what happened?
What just happened?
Yeah. So you know what? We have those fun stories from the past, and then we can just enjoy the because we actually do really enjoy the flavor of beer, which is good.
I like beer. Canadian truce. We drink beer, not milk.
So,
And speaking of not drinking milk,
oh yes,
we went to Vegan Appreciation Day at Spent Grounds, our favorite coffee roaster.
yeah, it was a huge vendor event. We got to see and meet all the local vendors that they carry at Spent Grounds, and talk to the people behind the companies, which was fantastic.
We got to have our donuts, our dip donut fiesta.
Oh, we did. We had so many dip donuts, and then we got to have some cool, awesome like nachos,
Nacho cheese
and
from
grilled
Cultured
cheese.
Nut.
Yeah, grilled cheese
From
and-
Black Sheep.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
I'm going to pump everyone tonight
Yeah,
because I think it's really good to know about these vendors. I know some of you out there in listenerland aren't vegan, but
But you know what? This is really good
plant-based
food.
is amazing, and you do you. We do us for reasons,
Yeah.
health-wise for myself, because my family has terrible cancer in it, and I need to try not to die at age 40.
I would really appreciate it.
And so... And also, too, if we haven't talked about it before, but our son just did not like meat.
No, he
Did not like eggs.
It was a fight
nothing.
all the
It
time.
was
so-
stressful. It was straining. It was draining.
Well, you know what? When he was a toddler, like he loved eating raw kidney beans and chickpeas and stuff like that. That's what he loved already. And so the switch really came natural to us, and it was all of a sudden eating was not difficult, and he's so much more flexible. He'll eat so many more flavors and so much. It really was a natural change for us that has been actually much easier for our household, which was fun. And then you get to meet all these awesome people that really care about.
And who did you get to meet? Who were you excited about?
There is a local vegan advocate from Vancouver. Her name's Erin Ireland, and she runs, she does all sorts of social media stuff, but she has her own pastry, like baked goods company as well, To Die For.
To die for. And it is, to die for. The lemon loaf alone makes me salivate.
We buy it from our local store, the Zero Waste grocery store, Pick Eco. So I finally got to meet Erin Ireland, and she was just such a wonderful human being, so gracious and so kind, and she was so nice, and it was really awesome to be able to talk to her, and Kiddo was very excited. Yeah, it was
a really
super fun,
good experience. We got to have a lot of tasty treats.
Yes.
Maybe not the healthiest.
No, not at all.
But the fun stuff.
Yes.
Which was fantastic. The ice creams and
the ice cream. Yeah, the ice cream truck from Say Hello Sweets is fantastic. The lady who runs that is
so
amazing. Good. And we got to meet plant-based and
yes.
we're gonna try some of their bacon. tomorrow. It's
they
called.
had some really cool logos and all that. They had a Tiger Zord,
Yeah, they had Tiger Zord.
which was a nut-based cheese.
Yeah, exactly. And so that was kind of fun. And some fresh tortillas, too.
Yep.
You can just, they're raw tortillas, so you have to bake them in the pan or fry them up in the pan, which is excellent.
Yeah.
And so we had a really fun day doing that.
Yeah, we got loaded up on our coffee. We got loaded up on our granola.
Yes, though they make homemade granola and it's amazing.
Yeah, so it was a really fun day, and Kiddo got really excited.
Yeah.
He was talkative to people, which was really
and we got
cool to
some
see.
excellent compliments on him of how he was actually respectful and everything, which was really great considering a big environment like that with so many people. He really was well behaved, and I do appreciate it, but it shows then how much he kind of feels a little bit more at home with these.
Yeah,
it's great.
It was great to see him have that community feel.
Yeah.
So we joked, and it might not be a joke, but we joked that he might be starting his own Instagram, his own vegan reviews.
There you go.
I think he was really happy about that idea.
Well, he loves sharing that, and I think he wishes more people understood about it. And
his like for it.
Yeah, and the various reasons for as well, because it's not even, it started out for him. He didn't quite understand any sort of maybe ethical or moral reasons behind it. He does now.
Yeah, and he's learning more about it now.
But a lot of it was just food taste. I mean, as we say, he did not like meat at all. And he's never liked eggs.
Yeah.
And it just really was natural to him. And I really appreciate that. And it's like, he always had almond milk because dairy milk never sat well with him.
Well,
anyway.
my side of the family has an intolerance.
Exactly. So he's always had almond milk. And I remember the few times where he did actually have dairy milk, and it was just, he thought it wasn't. He was kind of strange, right?
Yeah.
The only thing he would drink was chocolate milk of some sort.
Yeah.
And that was very rare as well, right?
Very, very rare.
And so it was a really fun day. And then where'd we head over? We went to the mall and we hit up Hot Topic.
Oh, yeah. We did a Hot Topic Palooza.
It was hot cash.
Cash time.
We used all of our hot cash in one go. It was an extravaganza.
Well, because Mike is doing something. He's going back to school. I'm waiting for some of the paperwork to finish and all that.
Yeah, but so we get you all prepped up and ready to go.
And because I gotta look business casual. And
and he doesn't do that.
I don't do that. I'm not gonna wear polos. I'm gonna try to be myself with it. And
rock your radness.
I'm gonna rock me. I'm gonna rock my fandoms, and I've already got like a Stitch Hawaiian shirt. And so we went there, and they had a Totoro shirt. Yes, and they had
BB-8
BB-8 like button down shirts, right? That weave kind of thing, and then they had Hopper.
Yes.
His shirt from season 3 of Stranger Things.
I you know what? It was one of those things where I saw it and I was like, you're buying this, Mike, by the way. Like, they have your size. Here you go. It was just like, this feels awesome.
So that's what I'm going to try to...
It's pink and green, and it's fun.
And that's what I'm going to do.
You got a sweet backpack, too?
And yeah, I bought a backpack.
What kind of backpack is it?
Oh, it's a Shenron backpack.
It is a Shenron backpack.
That's right. I got a Dragon Ball Z backpack to go to school.
It's super awesome.
I'm almost 40, but I'm rocking that. Because you know what? I do me. I'm trying to be as authentic as I can be to myself.
Yep.
To help myself be as best as I can be. Because what I'm going to school for is I'm going to be hoping to come out of it as a special educational teacher assistant. So I can help in the classroom with kids and kids with disabilities or people with all that kind of...
Well, and having a personality to you, I think, would really help.
Yeah, I've had compliments already from the counselor from the school I'm going to that she loves my look and she thinks that my look will be very valuable to school. And my buddy also said the same thing.
Yeah.
Where he was just
he's a teacher.
Yeah, he is a teacher. And he's just like, dude, this is fantastic. I'm very excited that you're going to do this and go forward with it. So I'm very excited for that.
Yeah.
And you scored a whole bunch of stuff that was like buy one get something free, right?
Right. Well, I picked up a new Slytherin hoodie, which was really fantastic. It's just super soft and amazing. Just basic black with the Slytherin logo on the front, and I'm super excited about that. And then I picked up the tank tops, or buy one get one free, which is amazing. So I got a cool Dragon Ball tank top and a new Harry Potter Love Potion tank top.
Yeah.
And then shorts as well, buy one get one free, where I got some Dragon Ball shorts and Riverdale shorts.
Yeah, Riverdale.
So I cool. Took advantage of all of that, which is fun. And Kiddo got a couple
started
fun
doing
shirts.
some back to school shopping for him.
Well, you know what? It's funny because he, with the style that he kind of is, he's never really been one who just likes random like logos on his shirts unless it's like like a beech or palm tree or something like that. But even that, it's kind of rare. And Hot Topic was a place that it kind of fits for him to be able to get some of that stuff. So we got a really cool Spider-Man shirt and what was it? Tacozilla.
Yeah.
So it was like a Godzilla scene made into a giant taco with nacho minions.
Right.
It was hilarious and weird. And that's perfect.
So and then he lucked out. We went over to Uniqlo. They didn't have the Pokemon shirt that he was looking for.
Yes.
But we spotted there was a One Piece because he's reading One Piece. And he was pretty excited for it. So he was able to get his first One Piece of fandom merch that he can rock for school.
Yeah, something different for him.
Yeah,
so.
Which I thought was really cool.
I really do love that he doesn't have to wear a uniform here. It's fun.
Yeah.
And he loves it too because he used to at his old school have to wear one. And it's nice that he can, kind of represent himself, right?
Yeah,
so.
Which is really rad.
Yeah.
We forgot to mention, though, right at the beginning of our day, because I was segueing it. I was trying to segueing it. It felt really natural. We're just but we saw in the flyer that was something really cool from Toy Traders, and we were really excited to head on down to Toy Traders before we hit up our Vegan Appreciation Day. Because what did you see there?
Well, for myself, the Little Mermaid 30th anniversary pops had dropped, and the Ariel was in, and she has her little red orange knapsack thing from the beginning of the movie when she's treasure hunting, and it's really cool because she's floating on a blue little stand thing, so it's a bit more of the swimming type Ariel.
Yeah,
and I'm sorry, but I can't have too many Ariels. So
well, it's fantastic. It was looking, amazing. For sure. And we've been really choosy about the pops we're buying. We've been slimming down. We've been lucking up the Toy Traders does all those trades, but that was something that is just, it looks so much better than the old
I could tell that I really wanted it because it was I'm buying this. It's just what it is, right? And because you try to replace some of those old original pops, right? But that's one of those characters that I just have all sorts of different things for it.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. But I was, on a sad note though, they did have her in her dress from the very end, but it wasn't sparkly, and it was just so disappointing that it wasn't sparkly, because if it was sparkly I would have bought it in a heartbeat. So maybe they'll bring out some glitter Hot Topic exclusive and I will be on that. But until then, she remains a mermaid.
Yeah, that's true.
I do have wedding dress Ariel though. Yeah. So at least I do have that.
Exactly.
And what did you find? Because I know you're very excited about
I was excited. I've already put that on Instagram. You've seen that, but you should know that I found Snowball in his mech suit. Where are my testicles, Summer? Where are they? Where have they gone?
Oh, that makes me laugh every time.
And it's just, I couldn't pass it up. I've been scaling my pop collection down, but it was Snowball from Rick and Morty, voiced by Rob Paulsen.
I mean, it's such a hilarious character.
I've already got a Snowball.
It's such a hilarious episode, and then being voiced by Rob Paulsen, who is just amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So you had to have it.
And then, because it's the mech version. He's in his mech. It's totally different, man. It's always going to stick with me, though. And I've mentioned this a million times, but when we met Paulsen at that Starbucks in LA.
Highlight of Mike's life.
Yeah.
If you ever ask Mike about one of his best days, that is one of them.
It was amazing.
It was one of the best days of my life.
I'm tempted to have an entire ode to Rob Paulsen episode.
I think that needs to be scheduled in.
But when we were there and we were talking to him and stuff like that, it was said to, I said to him, I was like, and then I got into watching Rick and Morty because of you. I watched this show only because I heard that you were in it, and then I checked out that episode.
Oh wow! That's why it was so poignant. To begin with, is because that was the episode.
That was the episode.
Then it makes total sense.
And so when we were taking the picture, though, he had said just before you took that picture, though, where are my testicles? In Snowball's voice, and I was just like,
that is amazing.
I love you, Rob. Yeah, I would love to be able to have you on the show if you ever showed,
He is we've met him a couple times now, and he is just fantastic. I would meet him again and again. He's just so much fun to talk to.
Yeah, if he comes back to Vancouver, I don't know. I'm going to go.
Such a positive person, and because when we were at Fan Expo here, was him and then Maurice LaMarche. Mm-hmm. And it was just amazing to talk to both of them.
To hear them talk.
Yeah. Voice actors, again, if you ever have a chance to meet a voice actor, go and meet a voice actor.
Yeah. Show them that you love, because it's amazeballs. Just. So speaking of the fact that I was super excited to get Hopper's shirt from season 3, we finished Stranger Things. We binge watch in about a week.
Hey, that's pretty good for us.
That is.
I was actually really impressed.
It is. Well, it came down to the fact that every time I clicked open Facebook, someone someone had posted something, and I was just like, Katie, we just need to finish this. Let's just
get it done with.
It needs to happen.
We paused our Sabrina because we've already really late on that one.
Yeah, but there doesn't seem to be the spoilers from that.
No,
right?
not at all. So we went back to Stranger Things because, I was excited to watch it as well.
Yeah. So we did it. We did Stranger Things. They're pretty awesome, right?
I really enjoyed and we're done. I really enjoyed this season. Even more so.
This is my favorite season.
Yeah, it moved really quickly.
That's why.
And yeah, exactly. It was engaging every single time. One thing I really noticed is I really enjoyed Eleven's character a lot more. Like, I never really understood, like, she was cool, but at the same time, she was kind of there, and I really liked her better.
I liked her in the first season, moody one in second season, not so much. This one here, you could see that she had kind of become her own because she was around more people.
Yes,
this is literally the first time she was around people that loved and cared for her.
That is true, right? And then she had to kind of go through season 2 to be able to come around to this one, right? And I really like Steve and Dustin. Those are, I think, the two
that
favorite
is my
characters.
favorite.
The group there.
That of the season. That story was the most engaging and the most interesting for me.
More standout, for sure.
Because it was
One
just
thing
funny.
I was really surprised with it was how much Mike bothered me.
Yeah.
Like, he was just, it was
the
whiny little spoiled brat type thing. And I'm glad that he at least took a step back and realized that he was kind of being crazy, and he got better near the end by any means, but he definitely was not my favorite person.
Yeah.
But that ending, super emotional. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you cried.
I cried. I did. A lot, actually.
Yeah. I did get Kleenex for her.
Yes. So
it was emotional. It was well delivered.
It was very well done.
Yeah, I honestly, it's another case of like if they didn't come back, it would have been totally cool because it feels like a contained story.
Yeah, exactly. Like this felt like, you know what? I'm okay. It's a nice little tidy package.
Yeah.
There,
so I really got a kick out of it. Let us know what you think.
Look at we actually managed not to do any spoilers.
It was. As I say, it was my most enjoyable season of Stranger Things because it was the fastest moving.
Yes.
And there was a lot in there that was really fun. There was some really creepy visuals. Kiddo asked to watch it, and you're like, oh, well, maybe it doesn't seem to be too bad. But I was watching it, and he's not ready for that yet.
Yeah, it was a few episodes in, and we're like, no. This is too horrific feeling more than anything. So a little too extreme. But
we're working on working him into things that he can handle.
Well, coming up. Next episode, we'll talk a little bit of some
Red Ninja. Yeah, I know you missed that.
Oh yes, trying some new movies for him and kind of moving him
some age inappropriate movies.
Oh my goodness, we got some interesting stories to tell you on that one. So it'll be fun next episode.
Yeah, so stay tuned for Red Ninja Summer Break Part 1. So the main event of this episode of Cup of Rad, we decided to finally check out some Studio Ghibli films.
Yes, it's been over a period of time here. We've kind of been collectively enjoying them. And that was a brand new foray for me. It was different types of movies than I had ever seen. You've never really seen any of those, and Kiddo had never seen them at all. So,
and I thought with his love of anime, because he loves Dragon Ball, Pokemon.
He loves that style in general.
He's read so many different ones. He's reading Naruto. He's reading One Piece.
Yeah.
He's waiting for the library's My Hero Academia to come in. So he likes that kind of, he really is enveloped in that kind of entertainment.
Yeah.
So we thought, let's break into some acclaimed
because there were ones that I always seen, like, right? Okay, I've seen this merch all the time, or I've seen this in awards and those types of things, and to try them out, right?
So we've gotten through a few of them, so that's where we're just going to run down what we thought about some of them, and give you some this and that of it. But we watched Ponyo.
Yes. That was one of the more recent ones we watched.
It is. It's kind of like a Little Mermaid.
Yeah, that kind of
feel where, from the sea, she comes and meets somebody and falls in love and wants to be human.
Yes.
Visually, it's pretty. It's stunning.
Yes.
I didn't really like it.
Well, you know what? I kind of was just like, okay, well, it was there.
It was cute.
It wasn't bad, but it was cute. And I didn't, because I guess she's a little girl and that type of feel, I didn't really feel a connection with it.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like it mattered to my life, and it sounds bad, but
Kiddo was a little freaked out by the fact she kept turning into like a chicken frog.
That thing was creepy. When she was like half human almost, she was like this magical chicken frog.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that was weird.
It was.
So some of it was really fun and trippy, but overall it was just like, okay, now I've watched it.
Yeah.
And we're done. Move on.
Yeah,
right?
like I said, there were some really cool visuals, and at the beginning, it was all like silent and just music. I was like, "Is this gonna be like a Fantasia?" Because I was really digging it. I was like, "Oh, this is awesome! This is gonna be something special."
Yeah, and then
right?
and
then it was just Ponyo, and I was like, "Whoa, why is she just always shouting that?" But as I say, visually it was beautiful.
Yeah.
But it's pretty much the Little Mermaid story. There's some really cool animation in there, but not one I would say go for.
Yeah.
From there, Kiki's Delivery Service.
So that was another one we just recently watched. And that one there was, again, it was some really cool moments, but it was just a teenager. It was the idea of kind of a bit of a transition into growing up and being more independent. But for being a witch, I guess my standards of a witch type story, it wasn't really there. It was kind of
blood and guts and go.
I know, right? Like, no, it was again, it was a little forgettable, and I didn't really relate to it.
Yeah.
I didn't really feel too much for the characters. There wasn't really a connection, and it wasn't silly enough or emotional enough or anything like that.
Yeah, I really felt, honestly, that Phil Hartman's voice didn't fit the cat.
Yeah, that really was jarring. Like, every time he talked,
yeah. It was just
jarring.
something that didn't, For myself, too, I that one there, out of all the ones we watched, as much as I made fun of Ponyo,
that's the one
Kiki, I was the most bored in. I was waiting for something to like.
It was very boring story. Yes,
you know, it's very much more almost a romance feel.
Yes.
So
it was a growing up type of thing, and it wasn't an action or trippy. Or
and even the visuals, Ponyo was prettier than Kiki's for myself. So I wasn't really. I wouldn't recommend it to someone unless you were hardcore into wanting to complete your Studio Ghibli.
Yes. Well, honestly, the merch that I saw at Hot Topic for it was adorable.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed the merch more than I enjoyed the movie. I'm like, no, I can't buy the merch then because it just seems weird.
Right? Then you're just posing.
Yeah, I don't want to be. I don't want to do that.
So then from there, Princess Monaco.
Yes, and that one there was very beautiful.
Well, it was beautiful,
and it was a good story. I liked the idea of it. But it was very sad.
It was the idea that the humans had poisoned the earth and the earth spirits were coming.
Yeah, I mean, it totally
like when we watched that, like,
true. It was like a documentary.
Yeah,
but it made me just so sad because it's so true.
Right, and it started. And it was pretty violent,
right?
And we both looked at it and were like, "Oh no!"
Oh yeah, with that boar and everything, we're like, "Oh my gosh, what have
the guy's
we gotten
head
into?"
Off and all that.
Yeah, he was cutting people up, and every single time, me and Mike were just like, "Oh, what did we do?"
But it didn't get that bad. It actually tamed out. It tamed out quite a bit.
Yeah.
Which was good. I really liked that movie. I liked everything in it. The action scenes and all that were fantastic throughout the story. I wonder if I would have enjoyed it more if we had watched a not dubbed version.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because the wolf that Gillian Anderson played really bugged me.
You really did not. She was a horrible voice actor.
Yeah. We just talked about voice acting.
No way to dance around that.
It didn't work.
It was very flat. It was monotone.
Yeah.
And for that, you know, the spirit that she was supposed to be, that this mighty wolf, it was just very blah.
Yeah. Like,
you know, it's like you didn't really care.
Yeah. It felt like she was just like given the lines like literally 5 minutes before they were recording, and she was reading it off the piece of paper.
Yeah,
and that really bothered me. It really took me out of the movie. But when that character wasn't there, I was invested. I was
because everyone else was really great. Right?
Yeah, and like I felt very, very in there. So that one had some really cool action moments, especially the demon in the arm thing.
Oh
and
yeah,
all
that thing was pretty intense.
So I really dug that.
Yeah.
And the boar was Keith David.
Yeah,
and that was amazing.
Well, yeah, because he's a voice actor,
right? Yeah. Well.
People who ever want to claim that voice actors are not as good of actors or anything, no, it's a special talent in its own.
Exactly.
You can't just be an actor and also voice act as well. Right. Not saying you can't do that, but it's not an automatic.
Yeah,
voice acting is its own talent.
Well, because you have to act with your voice.
Yes, you can't use anything else, and that is not easy.
No, the inflections
and it goes to show that there was no emotion behind the wolf character.
Yeah,
right.
And that was one thing I did learn in theater. When I was in my classes and all that,
he does actually have an idea about this.
Back.
Right.
But we had done full scenes where all we could say was numbers.
Weird.
And you had to react. So like I would say 1, and then you reply with 2.
Oh.
3. 4,
Oh, okay.
5. And that's how he had to go
Because
back.
to show back and forth the emotion behind saying something. It doesn't matter what you say as much as how you deliver it as well.
Yeah.
But when you can't see the body language behind it, it makes a difference. Yeah.
So that was kind of that feeling of like that.
Nice.
We're just speed blasting through this because they're older films, and I'd almost rather you go view them than us spoil them a whole lot.
Well, yeah, exactly. There's so many of them, too.
There's so many, and we haven't even cussed the iceberg of it. This is just a few of the ones we've watched. The next one that we watched was Howl's Moving Castle.
That one, I really enjoyed it. That was one of my favorite ones that we watched. Because it was just weird.
Well, yeah, because
it was the concept of these wizards and this.
Well, she was a pretty girl that got cursed.
Yeah.
Because Howl was interested in her.
Right.
By another witch. And then she got into Howl's castle as a maid, as an old maid.
Right.
And cleaned up and then dealt with fire guy.
I like the portals moving all over the place from this castle too.
It was so trippy.
It was
like I was on acid, but not on acid.
Right? Overall, these stories, we see them as cartoons, and so it's hard not to think that they're more kid-based movies. Mm-hmm. But some of them have really higher level stuff in them and are dark and twisty. And you know what's great is I can't tell how they're going to end.
No.
There's no predictability of like, this is the good guy or this is the bad guy and this is what's going to happen. You don't know. And the people are real feeling. They have good and bad in them. Yeah. They're not just
even the ones that I haven't really liked. Yeah. The characters in these movies are so much... They're
multifaceted
than
like real life
that comes really out of North America in a lot of cases.
So I was really impressed with that, and I was like, this is a good thing to be able to show kiddos that it's something that has a little bit more, not a little bit, a lot more depth to these characters.
It's a very heavy, realization.
And there's things that he can find interesting and then there's things that he won't understand quite yet, the depth of it, right? But a very rich story, and Howl's Moving Castle was one of those, right?
Yeah, that one was just trippy and beautiful. Like that one there definitely would be something to go find if you haven't seen that one.
Yeah, because it's kind of hard to describe it too.
Yeah, because it goes all over the place.
It's a strange plot line.
Bird gods and
all sorts of weirdness. But like when you get to the end, you're like, oh wow, okay, I really like that. Next one,
Spirited Away.
I know. I'm gonna let you start.
Spirited Away was just trippy, and I really dug it.
You really enjoyed
this family. Drives, they find this place, this old abandoned theme park, and her parents start eating and they turn into pigs.
And I was like, what in the world is going on?
And then she gets sucked into cleaning at this bathhouse. Yeah. With frog people. Yeah. And then this creature shows up, the mud demon-y thing.
The creature thing scared me. It was all consuming of things too.
Yeah, I was enthralled because it was just so strange. Yeah. And it just caught my attention because the animation was just so superb. Yeah. And it was just enthralling, and the story that played out and how it was almost like an Alice in Wonderland.
I was going to say that.
Where she gets pulled into a world and then she has to figure out.
Well, she has to learn an appreciation for the real world. Yeah. And kind of find her way back out of this weird, twisted place.
And then everything's just fine at the end. It was just so it's that growth of an Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, you're right. It's an Alice in Wonderland film for sure. That's the best way to describe it for sure. And it's trippy. And again, another one you cannot really explain.
No. You can, but you know what? Go view it and see the visuals of it because there's just some crazy stuff in it. Yeah. And then the last one we did was
My Neighbor Totoro.
I love the questioning.
I know, right? Well, because
we usually just say Totoro.
I say Totoro, right? So I forget. Okay, it's the whole thing. This one was hilarious and weird and adorable.
This is my favorite one we've watched.
Yeah, and because I now I have a shirt from them. Now Mike has a shirt from them.
I do, and I'm gonna rock it.
And it's just it's a big fluffy pillow thing. And then there's a cat bus, and that's our son's favorite part.
Cat bus
is this weird giant screeching cat that makes himself into a bus, and it is as weird as it sounds. And it's amazing.
Well, it's all a way for the girls to deal with that their mother is sick.
Yes, and she's away in a hospital, and they've moved over to a different house that's going to be better for the mom once she gets out of the hospital, and dad's at work all day, and them, the tree kind of like spirits around, tree spirits, and
those old head knocking.
Yeah, those things, and just
the wisps that show up in other movies.
Yes, that's the thing that's kind of cool, is that there's a little bit of a connection, right? And yeah, this one was just, I want to see it again. This is one of the ones that I really care about seeing.
Totoro would be one I'd buy.
It's a relatively simple movie too. Spirited Away and Howl's Moving Castle, which are very layered, all over the place and layered and just in different directions. Like, I remember at one point for Spirited Away, it was like, how did we get over here? Yeah. We were over here. But it's not really that confusing. It's just, okay, I guess we're doing this now.
Yeah.
And Totoro was very straightforward and simple, but it
is more of a kids movie.
Yes.
More.
But it was just fun and entertaining. And
see, now I also can get some of those Bob's Burgers jokes that were in Fluise because of
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
But yeah, I love him big, plushy, and he would just show up and just stare. And
I want a big beanbag chair.
Yes, like a sofa.
That'd be amazing, right?
Totoro's sofa you just lay on.
We need to get that in the Snorlax one, and we'll be good to go. We'll just hang out on giant fluffy creatures. It'll be good stuff. So yeah, that was definitely a fun one for sure.
Yeah, I just get a smile when I think about Totoro because it's happy, and maybe it's because we like kitties.
Maybe there's that
it's
too.
It's like kind of like a cat rabbit, and it's just cuddly but yeah, there was some really good drama in that though.
Yes,
for what it was, and I highly recommend My Neighbor Totoro.
Yes,
that's one. Visually, animation style and all that, because it was just fun. It was just a trip.
Yeah.
But that was a bit of our rundown on Studio Ghibli.
Super quick Ghibli rundown, but definitely I would recommend. I think I didn't want to tell you too much because I think they're really fun to go see. I know they're older movies.
Yeah, they're older movies, but there's some people that may not have seen them. And, we never did, and But
yeah, they're worth checking out. They're fun.
I would definitely say look for My Neighbor Totoro, Spirited Away, and Howl's Moving Castle.
Yes, those are our three recommendations for sure. Fun, rich stories.
Yeah, you're going to get a lot out of them, and maybe it'll introduce you to some other ones. We just got another one from the library. I'm hoping to break into some more, so we'll talk about that another time probably.
Nice.
One thing I want to do is I want to give a little shout out to my buddy Matt and his wife Mandy. They are starting their own YouTube channel. They're doing Two Fingers Tasting. We taste it so you don't have to. It's a whiskey spirits YouTube where they are going to be trying different whiskeys and spirits and stuff like that. He had a mishap, I guess, the other day where he almost cut himself with a knife. So there's something for you to watch.
Oh, no.
If you don't want to see them drink, you get to see some knife play, which is pretty awesome. Nice. So,
So if you're interested in reviews on some alcohol, then there you go.
Two Fingers Tasting.
Nice.
So definitely something to do there. And as we always do, we always shout out Spit Roast Podcast and Insane Dragon Ball. Both those guys are podcasting family.
Definitely.
I know Theo's chomping at the bit to come back. He might be coming back. I might be breaking up a little bit of a thing with him on a multi-part episode.
Nice.
So you get Katie and Theo and me. It's just a fun little thing we're doing. But our cups are empty. Hopefully your cup is full with rad pop culture vibes, because that's the end, folks. It's the end. Just the end. But you know what? We're always going to be back in your ears.
Well, yeah, we're watching all sorts of fun movies and, catching up on some more things.
Exactly.
And trying to find new fun things to talk about, introduce kiddo to things, and remind our stuff about some old fandoms that we enjoy.
To find out if when we do watch things, is it as rad as it was that we remembered? Or is it just radstolgia?
Yeah. It's a fun concept to really think about it and just get that gut feeling of is this as awesome as I remember? Mm-hmm. And it's fun. It
is something that I quite enjoy, and it's interesting to be able to explore that with my family.
Yes.
So as always, thank you for listening. Stay rad.
Thank you very much, and have a wonderful day. Thank you for listening. Want more rad content? Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter And don't forget to subscribe, rate us, and leave us a review.
And remember, be excellent to each other and party on, dudes!